I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't
Change your purpose.
It's
not in
That's why I spend my life.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stars. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion part 1 comes on tonight, and I wanted to talk about the trailer that they released after the episode last Saturday, because it looks as though the fake bison back clique has fell out, and I just want to know, how do we go from this?
I'm just happy we're having this dinner before the reunion, because after the reunion, we may not be talking no more.
Why you say, hey, y'all need to
I'm so nervous about the reunion. Don't be nervous.
Oh, just don't be ready. Just fight with Destiny.
To this. To this.
We live. What? What you doing?
To this curveball.
Opinion.
All the way around the amusement park to this scene.
Your husband. I didn't come at you.
I'm talking about now.
You cannot come up to nobody on any day talking about money. I'm taking away my time from my business, donated my time for free to speak, to add value to what y'all got going on, and then you want to tell me how to respond.
I didn't tell you that.
Approached you either.
And then she didn't
speak.
too.
She also said she didn't see how he approached me. So speak on it.
But I know how he approached me. I didn't like his energy. I talked to him about it because I didn't like it. And that's why I'm talking to you as
Keep
well.
talking to your husband.
I can talk to whoever was in my event.
Don't do that to me.
If you can't tell your friends how you feel about how they made you feel, then if I spoke to your husband in a way and you didn't like it,
you ain't crazy enough to do that though. That's what that is.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're doing that, because you don't know me like that either.
You upset?
Because I could have sworn we topped it off here.
But I like Stormy.
So I thought it was interesting how bold enough Letitia was to get on the reunion stage and talk about Stormy's finances. And this is the issue I'ma always take up with the Scotts. They are so quick to throw stuff out there and speak on other people's businesses, but we have yet to hear these people acknowledge any of the lawsuits that they have going on. They have never completed a project. We haven't seen them start or finish anything, but she got the nerve to come on here and talk about Stormy having to pay people when both y'all hoes gotta pay people. So we finna have a good old video today, baby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload. I've already told you guys, when it comes to this Stidme, the Ice Age Monster beef with Letitia, I'm gonna choose Stidme side, because Stidme is one calling Letitia out, and nobody calls Letitia out. Me personally, I'm tired of the Scotts being on this platform and nobody holding them accountable or calling out the obvious. It's the fact that she's trying to sit on the reunion stage and call Stormy out for owing people, and you owe people too. Your husband in court the same amount of days Stormy in court throughout the month. We've reported all of that on YouTube. And ultimately, what Stormy should have told her as, if I can't pay my bills, you can't spill. Ultimately creating issues for you in the long haul to not be able to pay your motherfucking bills. How about that? Stormy and Letitia is a fraud. Let's be honest. But if we're going to have to choose sides when it comes to this, I'm team Stormy all day. Letitia has always straddled the fence. She has always created issues out of nothing. Her insecurities has placed herself in competition with women that don't even see her. She looks stuffed, plucked, and uncomfortable on this reunion stage. And the gag is, how you going to sit on the stage and try to call somebody out when you really went to her website, copied her entire shipping policy, and put it on your website. See, because Letitia is childish, unaccountable, and she likes to continue to look like a fool and play the victim. Last year, it was them puppets. She done got on the reunion stage, embarrassing herself, looking a damn fool. This year, she jumping out the car as if she finna get in a boxing ring. The Bessemer hillbilly in her is really starting to piss me off.
That Stormy doesn't pay invoices?
She do not.
She doesn't?
I've been getting so many calls. You ain't the only person she owed money to. She owed invoice for this. She owed this. She owed that. I don't know. I don't really know them like that. But the Huntsville streets has been talking.
What they been saying?
Why do her and her mammy always get to talk about what the Huntsville streets are saying, but anytime somebody talk about the obvious or what the Huntsville streets saying with their marriage infidelities and situationships and issues, it's always a problem. People coming for her marriage, her not wanting to talk about it, her running away from the problems. Letitia has literally got up and ran out of every conversation with a little controversy when it comes to them this entire season. It's the gall. I'm only on Stormy's side because Letitia and the Scotts have wasted space on this show for I don't know how many seasons. We cannot continue to allow them to get on this platform and just say anything.
Does she owe invoices? We ain't the only people she owe money to.
So when it comes to business, I think it's very low to try to throw like low blows. When all of us are Black entrepreneurs who are learning and navigating our way through this space.
I don't like Stormy because I'm so tired of her always making excuses for herself and trying to get the empathy card or trying to pull empathy or draw empathy from the viewers. Ultimately, Black people, here's what I want from us. Ignorance is bliss. Your ignorance is no excuse for your inadequacies. Unfortunately, that may hurt because there are a lot of things that get in the way of us trying to succeed in life, which is why we have to be super vigilant as Black women and Black men. That's why we have to be super observant. That's why we have to be super educated. That's why we have to be super aware. So we do not get played and people can't play in our face. Each and every time we create businesses and things fall short, our excuse cannot continue to be, as Black people, we can't call each other out because it's hard for us. Get the fuck over it. As Black people, you have to represent us better. You wanted to get on a platform that was about representation for Black people in a positive way, but not only a positive representation of Black people, but a positive representation of successful Black entrepreneurs in the real estate industry, construction, in the business of elevating the community as a whole. That's what platform you chose to be on. If people choose to call you out for your ill-mannered practices when it comes to your professionalism in your business and the way you choose to add up checks and balances, you don't get to come on this bitch crying and trying to get empathy from us for your inadequacies. Ultimately, it requires, I'm learning, I make mistakes, I'ma keep rolling. We do not owe you anything because you are a Black person in business. If anything, us calling you out and holding you accountable should make you better as a business person. We are not supposed to turn the other cheek to make it easier for you as a businesswoman when ultimately, or a businessman, when ultimately you are representing Black people in business as a whole. So if your representation sucks and people call you out about it, be a boss ass bitch and get your shit together. Get in the field, pick up some books, hire some lawyers, and be the best you can be. Don't try to blame and judge other people for calling you out or raising awareness, because ultimately you're in business. And I hope this is a message to everybody Black in business. We cannot continue to say, oh, I'm Black, it's hard. Oh, I'm Black, I grew up this way, so a lot of times I didn't have experience or knowledge in this, that, and the third. We are living in the age of information. If you're Black, you want to start a business, it is your responsibility to go out into libraries, pick up these books, read these books, get these financial literacy books, get this information, get all the information that you need to ultimately be the best you can be in your field. Because because you know we cannot have excuses because everybody tried to make us look bad when we do or have one thing wrong in our business. So because you know that, overeducate.
And we don't necessarily normally have the resources or the mentors to guide us as we're coming up. I blew up overnight. Tisha, when you make as much money as I do a month, come holler at me. Bitch, you want to beat me? Hold on, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't give a about nothing.
And I want Letitia to stop lying and saying we all millionaires. Y'all are not fucking millionaires in that raggedy ass duplex looking ass apartment. And it's the fact that Stormy is not a good individual. And ultimately, if you operate in good morals, principle, character, and integrity, you won't run into these issues where you're constantly contradicting yourself. How in one breath you want to sit up here and talk about how you don't always have resources or you don't always have knowledge of certain things because you black, and then turn around and throw out there, oh well, when you got enough money like me, then you could do this, that, and the third. That's how you know you are not a genuine person. And she only throws those things out there when she's trying to gain empathy and sympathy. But ultimately, Stormy is the type of person that want to be the best nigga. The minute she's not the best or people are paying attention to her the most, that's when she starts trying to throw out empathy and trying to get sympathy from people, throwing out stories and stuff. But as y'all can see, in a blink of an eye, she got real classes. So clock that. She always want to talk about growing up poor, this, that, and the third. But ultimately, she want to be the best nigga. She ultimately want to be able to look down on people and say, I got the most money because I'm the best N-word.
Talking
That's
about
because we don't talk about it. Don't mean we ain't doing it.
If you ask me, all this crap with Stormy and Letitia is unauthentic and it's fake. It's a made-up story. Or at least that's what I thought. I believe it started out as a fake made-up story just to bring attention to their storyline, and then it got real quick when Stormy started intervening herself into Kiki and Letitia's beef. Regardless, Letitia is extremely corny, and I'm just so tired of her not being accountable because it's problematic. People that have never held themselves accountable, that have sat on this platform for 6 seasons and walked out of every controversial conversation pertaining to them, do not get to sit on a reunion stage and call somebody else out when we still have a million questions about them and their issues. We still want to know who Marceau went to Africa with. And I know the man finally took you to Africa, which is why you feel like you can have all this audacity, but love, you still look pathetic because ultimately he's embarrassing you every chance that he gets. So you sitting up here trying to call Stormy out for not paying her dues, but you can't spell and you got an MBA. So if I'm doing my calculations right, ain't neither one of y'all in the right. Both of y'all look a mess and both of y'all look a fool. But like I said, if I had to choose a side, I'm going Team Stormy. And I'm only Team Stormy when it pertains to her and Letitia. I don't like Stormy on any level. But Letitia needs to get called out. Period.com, because when Mel do it, everybody attacks Mel. Stormy has legitimate reasons to not necessarily rock with Letitia based on the money situation, based on her copying the website and not being accountable, based on her trying to make a big deal out of Stormy communicating with Kiki, trying to figure out what was going on behind the scenes about the cheating rumors. Ultimately, this is just really all ridiculous, and Letitia let her husband put that battery in her back, and here she is at the reunion once again looking a fool. Y'all do these calculations with me. Let's look at these clips and let's make it make sense. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload.
In the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose.
It's not in the case certain things. I believe that.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the windows down it. I pull up, roll the windows down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't
It's not in the
in the case of anybody.
That's bottom line. I spend my life